Hello students, welcome back to your favorite channel Science with Mukherjee sir. Myself KK Mukherjee. Today we will be going to discuss about some very important reactions in alkyl halides and aryl halides. This reaction first we are going to discuss, that is the reaction with the metal. Alkyl halides, like your alkyl bromide, alkyl chloride or alkyl iodide, they are going to take a reaction with some special metal and they will going to produce the compound which is called organometallic compound, and you will find there is a special type of bond between the carbon and the metal. So this is a very important type of reaction, that is, we can write here reaction with the metal, and this compound, this is not like in every metal it will going to give this type of compound, organometallic compound. Special, there is some metal that we are going to take the reaction and you will able to produce this compound, which is called the organometallic compound. Organometallic compound. This is called the organometallic compound, and there will be a special type of bond between the carbon and the metal. In 1990, in the year 1990, Victor Grignard was a chemist. He was able to produce by this is a special type of a compound reagent, we will say. From this compound, after you will understand how important it is, that from this compound you can able to produce, you can able to synthesize different type of organic compounds. This is chlorine, bromine and iodine. This is called the alkyl magnesium halide. This is called the alkyl magnesium halide. And this reaction is going to be in presence of dry ether. In presence of dry ether, you will find this reaction to be conducted. Okay. In presence of dry ether. Similarly, for the aryl halide, you can also see this is also a grignard reagent. So you can see this is a grignard reagent, and this grignard reagent, if you analyze the compound of the grignard reagent, what you will found that there is here the carbon atom is much more electronegative than this magnesium. So what will be there? There is a minus bond and there is a plus charge. Although this bond between the carbon and the magnesium is the covalent bond, this is the covalent bond. In spite of this covalent bond, this is highly polar. For this bond, that is magnesium and this halogen, this is the aryl bond. So you can see this is the compound where you can find both the covalent bond and the ionic bond. And this is a very important reagent because it is very much sensitive. It can take proton from any source, from H2O, from alcohol, from ammonia. It can able to take the proton from there and it will be readily converted into the corresponding alkane. So you can see this is the grignard reagent, and grignard reagent is basically called the organic metallic compound. This is organometallic compound, and in the year 1990 Victor Grignard was able to discover this very special type of reagent called the grignard reagent. And here you can see from the alkyl halide point of view and the aryl halide point of view, both the cases will have this grignard reagent. And grignard reagent, from this grignard reagent you can able to easily produce the alkane. And there will be a lot of questions normally comes in your exams, that will be the halides, and from this halide the magnesium and diether and H2 is given, and the reaction with the reaction, in this reaction you will find that is one product is formed, that is X. You have to identify among these three products which will be the appropriate one. You can see when CH2Bl and this organic compound, okay, what is going to happen? First, there will be production of the grignard reagent. Okay, after that, with the presence of H2, reaction H2, this will take up the proton and it will be converted to the alkane. It will give CH3, because there will be addition of the 1H plus ion to it, and this will create here. So this will be the right answer. In this fashion, there are a lot of questions you can expect. They will be given there. That only things that you have to understand, that after this production, there will be grignard reagent, and this reagent with the will take up the H2, H plus, and from this proton, from this H2O or any type of source, alcohol. Sometimes it will be given alcohol also. From this it will take up the proton and it will become the tritium. Okay, this is the answer. So next we are going to discuss another very important reaction. We are going to discuss the wurtz reaction. Wurtz reaction is basically given by the alkyl halides in presence of sodium and dry ether. So we can write this reaction. This is alkyl halide with sodium and dry ether. it will produce a alkane. It will produce the alkane. X is halogen, it may be chlorine, bromine or iodine. And you can see one thing, very important thing, that this is the alkyl halide and this has been converted into the alkane. And this alkane having the double number of carbon atom as compared to the alkyl halides. Here R is there and here R plus R means if there is a one, if it is suppose CH3X, then it will be CH3 ethane. That is, there is one carbon atom is there in the alkyl halide, it will be double the carbon atom in the after the reaction. This is the Wurtz reaction, very important reaction for the formation of different type of compound. You have been given in the examination that from methane to you have to produce the ethane. That time you can take the help of the Wurtz reaction. Next reaction that we are going to discuss, that is fittig reaction. Fittig reaction is basically, that is a very resemblance to this reaction. Here this is alkyl halide, here will be the aryl halides. Aryl halides is like this. X, and in presence of sodium and dry ether. In presence of sodium and dry ether, it will produce the diphenyl. It will produce diphenyl. This is the diphenyl. This is again a very important reaction. Then third reaction, that is, we can say this is second, this is third, and this is fourth reaction. Fourth reaction, that is the Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Wurtz-Fittig reaction, you can see this reaction is very important. When we mix the alkyl halides with the aryl halides, and in presence of sodium and dry ether, it will going to produce the aryl halides. This is very important type of reaction. You can see C6H5X plus Rx in presence of sodium and dry ether. It will going to produce the C6H5R and NaX. So this is the alkyl arenes. So this is the alkyl arenes. So you can able to produce in this way. There is another type of reaction that is very important reaction that we are going to discuss, that was a reduction. In this reaction, when alkyl halides reduce in presence of nickel, and it will produce the alkyl. Again, there is another reaction very important. Zinc and HCl. This is also going to produce the alkyl. So in this way, you can see there are very useful reactions that we need to remember in the examination. Any type of questions may come. So that is for all today's video, and we will discuss next about the reactions for the aryl halides, electrophilic substitutions. Why aryl halides do not give the nucleophilic substitution reaction, that we are going to discuss in the next video. If you like this video, you can share with friends. I think you must be benefited from this video, and that is all. for today's video, and we will discuss in the next video with the different topics. Thank you very much for listening.